Let's pause that shit. Hello, how y'all doing? Much as I love looking at myself, which I don't. Okay, cool. I'm on my iPad because it's easier for me to see this than try to stare 3 feet in front of me. Very, very small text. So there's that. While we are away, is that Krista? Krista, are you doing better? Are you? I'm not going to go into detail, but are you good to go? Okay. Because I made a mental note to check in with you and Chris. Because I caught some stuff, so I wanted to see if you were good. So I wanted to address something. Actually, a few things. So that's, what are your thoughts regarding Jimmy Snow accusations? Oh, I knew I was just talking to my buddy Xavier about that last week. I knew someone was going to ask me about it. I knew it was coming eventually. I admittedly stayed away from it because the last time Jimmy was involved with something, it was between someone that he and I know that is a worthless sack of shit that I really didn't care for anyway. So his opinion about Jimmy didn't matter. The recent stuff with Jimmy, however, I had to have my buddy Xavier sort of explain a lot of it to me and then direct me to certain videos, and I have not watched it in its entirety. I didn't get the chance to see the first video that he uploaded. I heard about it, and based on this, because I did watch the second, the hour and a half long video he made, the second one. I watched probably 30 minutes of that. I think he knows that he fucked up royally with that, and he's taking some ownership of it, which is good on him. Could he have handled it better? Yeah. Yeah, and he knows that. Like it's one of those things. I don't. I've seen worse. Yeah, yeah. I saw your comment about being a 40. I'm sure as a 46 series, yeah. You know what? I will have to talk to Top in order to get some more gear, right, and somebody to instruct me on the proper ways of production. So once Top clears it, we're good. But no, Mr. Atheist? There's drama going on with him and some other major YouTubers, which, admittedly, there's so many things he could have done better, way better. I'm not going to go into detail. I work with Jimmy, but he and I don't talk like that, right? And he'll tell you that. Like, we don't. I interact more with his brother actually than him, believe it or not. So, because obviously he's busy doing things, trying to fix the fuck ups, which I actually do think he's trying to do. I don't think Jimmy's a terrible guy. I think he fucked up, like a lot of people do, and tried to fix it, albeit poorly in some cases. But I think people should be patient if he is showing an effort to try and rectify some of the things that he admits that he fucked up, and if he's receptive to some of the constructive criticism that he's given, then I think people should give him a chance. If he's just blocking and deleting anybody, then y'all know how I feel about anybody doing it. Doesn't matter if I like him or not. So that's kind of the long and short. Again, I only listened to half an hour of the second video that I didn't even get a chance to see the first video. He made reference to it. I heard about it. I heard it was terrible, and I'm not going to go looking for it. Other than that, there are some other things. So there are some people who are turned off by my style of humor, and I wanted to definitely address that. I'm not for everybody at all. If my style of humor is offensive to you and your delicate sensibilities, and I say that jokingly, but you and your sensitivities and your whatevers, that's cool. That's you. I got it. Awesome. But I'm not going to change how I do things because of somebody else's sensibilities. Not necessarily. And so, but let me be very, very, very curt here. I'm going to do what I want to on my fucking channel, whether you like it or not. That's how it's going to work. There is a limit. There's a left and right limit, though. Right? I'm just not going to go in here and say whatever the fuck I want. There's definitely things that drag has definitely crossed the line, and somebody say, "Hey, man, I think you went a little bit too far there," right? And they point out exactly what it was and explain. I said, "You know what? Thank you," and I rectified it. And those videos are still up where I publicly said, "You know what? Somebody called me out. Someone sent me an email, and sat down and talked to them, and they were right, and I thanked them for that." But, you know, hey, I don't like Drag's sexual humor. You can go eat a dick. I don't care. You don't like me saying, go eat a dick, go eat a dick. Go eat 2 dicks. I don't care. That's not going to change. That is how I am 100% of the time. My own mother will tell you that is true. I will tell people eat a dick in front of her. And I'm grateful for, you know, whatever new subs and views, but I do this as a hobby, right? So, yeah, if I get 10 views, 2 views, it doesn't matter to me. Unlike some people actually have stuff going on in real life. So I wanted to briefly address that. There's somebody I'm looking for in the chat, and I don't see them. Okay. And if you watched the YouTube short that I did, you'll know who I'm referring to. Some of you, exactly what he's been doing: mass blocking, silencing. His other brother, Jason, I didn't know he had another brother, talking directly with people, came for a sexual assault accusation. Holy shit. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to ask my buddy Xavier about that. Right. Holy shit. Okay. Wow. I really enjoy the sense of humor. Yeah, and Amber, and I understand this style of humor is not going to be for everybody. It's just not. Some people just don't understand. Right? I spend a lot of my time around infantry, so I've had to take time to tone down my language. And anyone who spent any time around infantry especially in the field for extended periods of time, you understand that field talk is the equivalent to a locker room talk. Imagine guy locker room talk times 50,000. It's that bad. So that's why I appreciate when there are some people who go, hey, you know what? Maybe that's a little bit too much. You know, if DC Media Girl go, hey, Drag, you know what? It's the whole spit roasting between me, you, and Black Guy TV. It's funny, a little bit too much. That's cool. You know what? And I will respect her wishes. But outside of that, yeah, that's not gonna change. Anyway, I got people been sending me shit all week. I have been away. Y'all know I have not been streaming. Some of y'all have been wondering what I've been doing. My lab partner lives in North Houston. Okay, I live very, very close. I live walking distance from my university, so I can get to the University of Lickety Split. It takes her a good 45 minutes to an hour to get to school. So in an effort to make sure that she's home at a decent time and she didn't have to fight traffic on the way back, I meet her in the mornings now. So during the times that I would normally be streaming, I've been meeting her at the lab so that we can perform a CRISPR experiment, CRISPR-Cas9. Those of you who may know a little bit about gene editing technology, ooh, that kind of stuff. We've been doing that. And so that takes a certain degree of skill in order to master. It's not a hard thing to do, but keeping it's easy to lose sight and lose focus of what you're doing very quickly. You see, and you lose the forest for the trees. And then we ran into that issue quite a few times. So we're not actually done with this experiment because there's some aspects of doing CRISPR that I understand and I can conceptualize it, but the verification process to what we transform, somebody say the way, the transformation process and verifying PCR, amplifying the samples, and then doing a gel electrophoresis to verify it. That part should be easy, and it is. Just the moving parts of it it's easy. Trying to find the right oligos to use for that process sort of threw me for a loop, and I think that's what I'm actually going to spend some time later tonight doing. Plus, there's somebody who wants to shadow me, my lab partner, because she wants to be a researcher. So, whatever. So she's probably going to be shadowing us sometime tomorrow. Devil's working in the lab, yeah. Is there ever Sergeant Drag? No. Please tag, if y'all have questions, by the way, tag me, because I can't really, there's a lot of y'all, and I don't want to put on slow mode. I really don't want to do that. Let's go on Crip Rate. I know I made it to E4, and admittedly, I grew tired of the military. That's something I had to come to terms with, is that I wasn't necessarily a bad soldier, I was just an unmotivated one. I went to so if you don't know, I was stationed at the NTC, 11th Armored Cavalry Regiment. Yeah, if you know what the NTC is, you know what happens there. You can kind of understand why I got tired of the military very quickly. I noticed a disturbing trend where there are people who obtain rank as sort of protection, and not necessarily because they were competent. And being witness to several scenarios where people's careers are held back because someone doesn't like them. I said, I don't want to be a part of that. I want to progress based on the effort that I put in and the knowledge that I have and what I can demonstrate. I don't ever want to be in a system where I got to suck somebody's dick. And that happens a lot. It's not just the military that does that, but in the civilian world, it's easy to sort of get around that and to maneuver to different arenas. So, and a lot of the people who are in charge of me are fucking idiots. Now I have no problem in saying that. A lot of them are fucking stupid. I never talked to them in real life. Kind of like Negs. But anyway, let me see. There was a Sergeant Gibson. We're not telling that story today, all about. Not today. Cheche, but no. Why are you wearing a top, not shirtless? Are you in trouble? Do you need help? No, I was out walking earlier, and I think I had to go get something. I just left this on. Plus, I'm trying to think of some self-deprecating humor. Oh, I don't want y'all to see my titties. You gotta pay for that. There we go. Goddamn, Dusted. Is it Dust? Oh, you talking about NTC? Yeah. No, that's just that's people talk about having a sandy crotch. You ain't experienced sandy crotch till you went to NTC. High functional autistic person can join the military. Yeah. Yeah. They can. Absolutely. We got quite a few. They end up being in telecom. Lab talk versus field talk. Lab talk is more sophisticated, I'd imagine. Not always the case. You spent 3 years at Fort Polk. Oh, you get any of them Cajun women pregnant? I bet you did. Let's see. I fell down a rabbit hole with your videos and geek room videos, change stuff as well. Oh, it's a rabbit hole. Is JRTC war? My buddy got stationed JRTC. Actually, if you were at JRTC the last 4 or 5 years, you might have seen him. Everything says true and accurate most of the time. Most of the time. I would debate how functional autistic. Say I know who you're talking about. You and I was just thinking about the same exact person. But you're in pizza. Oh boy, everyone loves you. Oh man, you sit at the gate and fuck with your dick out, huh? Is there email just like an email for medical questions? Love your thoughts on. So I have limited medical knowledge. I was considered a paraprofessional. That was many years ago. My medical knowledge is incredibly limited. So I defer to a mutual friend of ours, Acetyl CoA, who is an active physician here in Houston. So I'm curious. Sam, did you see that timestamp? Our good buddy spinning a yarn. I love it when idiots find each other. Love it when they believe anything too. Anyway, according to Vaughn, you didn't finish basic training. Yeah. Do I only wear sleeveless shirts? No, I wear them sometimes to the lab, but I have sleeve shirts. I was gonna say I lost my train of thought reading a mess. Yeah, Von Helton has been telling people all type of things behind closed doors. He's been telling people I'm a washout. I'm not sure how that's true, and yet he knows that I have the GI Bill. You can't be a washout and have a GI Bill. Last time I checked, he couldn't do that, but Von's gonna say what he's gonna say. Been binging a fine library of videos. I thank you for your time and energy. It's just a hobby, man. There's no thanks necessary. It's just, and whenever I feel like it, I turn on a device or two and speak. I'm just sort of waiting for people to get notification, and then we're gonna get this going. Need a medicine, FE fiber. Yeah. By the way, my email address and all the pertinent information should be in the description of all these videos. Yeah, look in the description for all kind of cool shit. I forget to shield that stuff because I don't care. Let's see. You think Vaughn has stolen valor? So me and a few other veterans talked about that. We did, and a few of those veterans actually worked for the VA. And so even though some of us would say the fact that Vaughn is fabricating certain aspects of his service as stolen valor, technically it's not. Okay, so that's sort of the differentiation there. So if you were to ask me personally, yes, some of the stories that Von Helton tells, complete fabrications, he stole from somebody else that loosely related to him. He didn't do. There's no, like, I give you a perfect example, and I was laughing about this the other day with another service member. Vaughn claims that he went up to his CO. Now, mind you, he's a fucking like PV2. Right? He might have been a PV Fuzzy, I forgot, whichever. But he just goes into the commander's office and just, hey, Cap, I don't want to be down here in the motor pool. I want to do some training. That dude would have been smoked from the captain's office back down to the motor pool. He'd have been low crawling. That would never fucking happen. And this is old Army. In Vaughn's age, they would have actually whooped his ass. Like that doesn't happen. Now for those of you who are not in the military, does that happen? Yes. There's occasions when you as a PV3 or as a specialist, as a high-speed specialist in a particular MOS and position, you can go directly talk to the CO. I did that. But I was not able to do that until I got my sham shield, right? I got my E4 and I became the head medic of Alpha Troop because I was a junior medic for however long. After I became the head medic, my chain of command was like it was top. So the first sergeant, XO, then CO. XO would never in his fucking office, so I just went to the CO. And CO would just call me in his office anyway and just talk and tell me that I didn't fill out shit correctly because it was a certain format that he wanted everybody's medical stuff in. So I had to go fucking fix it 50 times. But yeah, no, that shit doesn't happen. As a tank crewman, he can just walk up to his CO. No, bro, no. Okay. You love this tank. Yeah, I slept in mine. I love mine so much too. It's so creative. You take the you take the R in people's names and you turn them to a W, and it's comedy gold, right? It's a fucking 4th grade. No, I was never deployed. No. So a little bit about the NTC. So there's training bases. So there's okay. Let me start over. There is real Army, and then there's TRADOC. Okay. TRADOC is short for training and doctrine. And so TRADOC is what every military person starts off in, where they're teaching you the ropes, essentially. Here's how you do your basic stuff in military, okay? That's TRADOC. You transition from TRADOC into real Army, where you go to 10th Mountain, or you go to 2nd ID, or wherever, right? You go to, what's in Fort Hood? Is Fort Hood 2nd ID? Somebody who knows, is Fort Hood 2nd ID? I can't remember. But, so, Fort Irwin, the NTC, is considered TRADOC. So if you're in TRADOC, you typically do not deploy. You're there to train the force. And that's it. That is it. Now, do people who are like assigned to the NTC get deployed? They do. And it's first calf, 3rd ID. Okay, thank you. Okay. I always get those confused. It is because they got that big ass patch. How the fuck did I forget that big ass fucking patch? And it looks like ours too. If you look at first cab and you look at 7th armored cab, look at those patches. I don't know how I forgot that. Thank you. But so the most of us, the vast majority of us at the NTC would never deploy. I heard before I got there in like 2011. I heard that I think 1st Squadron maybe? Might have been 1st Squadron deployed. And I heard it was a disaster and we didn't deploy after that ever again. I don't know if that's true. I didn't bother looking it up. I didn't care. But after that, it's just, you train the force. Every month, you go out, you train the force. They go deploy, you reset everything, you train the next group of folks, and that's it. There is a steward. Okay, yeah, no, it's definitely first calf, because I had to think about that huge patch that covers 90% of your arm that they have to somehow keep on. I don't know how they keep that fucker on there, because every time you bend your ACU top, it's going to come up. I never knew how they did that. Somebody said that they actually sewed it on theirs to keep it down. Again, I don't know if that's true. I'm gonna do any more parody videos like emo shower curtain. I might do some more parody videos. Deploy public affairs. So that's just oh. Now, so I didn't even know about public affairs until they came. The recruiters for public affairs came to our AIT and they said, okay, so those of you in the top 15-20%, you all can apply to be. You can change your MOS to public affairs. Since you've already obtained your NREMT, you've already completed some of the prerequisites for it. And so some people ended up, instead of becoming 68 Whiskeys, they did public affairs. And so the only thing I remember about that is somebody saying that you're going to be picking up a lot of dead baby parts. And I know that's a bit grotesque for some people, a bit macabre, but that's what we were told. You ever watched Angry Cop? I don't think so, no. You a parody of Disabled Albinos, very curious. No, but I can be very curious. I'm gonna do a Beggs parody video. I'm gonna be honest with you. The only time I've actually sat down and watched that guy was probably 20 minutes ago, where a particular curious albino wanted to go talk to him. I had to hear this. Other than that, and it was unremarkable. One of these days, I'm going to sit down and actually listen to see why people think third grade humor is hilarious. Replacing R's with W's is comedy gold. Public affairs, is that recruiting? I don't know. I haven't talked to a recruiter in quite some time. I try to avoid them for obvious reasons. So, all right. Anyway, so let's do this. All right. Let's turn this around. There we go. Y'all like my PX TV? Can't wait to get rid of it. All right.
What's up, guys? What's up? How's everyone doing?
Well,
How's
I'm
everyone
fine.
doing?
I'm fine, Shanny. How are you?
Me, I'm just like a few paperworks away from finalizing disability, thank God.
Okay. I heard her say, I'm a few paperworks away. I have never known paperworks as a term of measurement. I have no idea how you measure time or distance or anything in paperworks. That's like measuring things in Bowflexes. I have no idea how one does that. But I'm guessing what she means is that there's steps. There's steps along this disability process, which, of course, and she's under the impression that after filling out X number of documents, she will be granted disability. Now, I can tell you the VA disability process is probably a bit more streamlined than what she expects, but from what I've seen from several people who live in the area, it can take up to several years to get on disability. And so this, whatever it is that she thinks is going on, I'm not, but yeah, somebody's noticing like her pupils are, yeah. Yes, I absolutely think she is on something, but you know, Shanny. She could have just had a Baja Blast and her blood sugar spiked. I have no idea. I'll have to ask my buddy if that causes pupil dilation. Shanny and Rev have been laying it on thick last few videos. Oh, Crip, we're gonna see the next video is Rev. The next one is the one he did today about the need for money for the guinea pig. Yeah. The animals. So he doesn't need smokes anymore. The kids, well, they never need food. But Shanny doesn't need her medicine anymore. It's about the guinea pig. So each week you have something new. It's like a MacGuffin. Each week it's a new MacGuffin for people to obtain, right? But one of the sad things is how she's treating social welfare programs, and that it gives a really bad name to anybody who is genuinely disabled, who has tried to do shit, got in an unfortunate accident, they have an unfortunate genetic disease, a disorder, right, that stops them from being able to work, right? Those are different. Those people have a hard time trying to get in and show that, you know, hey, I've been suffering with this for quite some time, not on my own volition. But then you look at Shanny. She ate herself fat. She literally sat on her ass for years, laughing at everybody else, including me, my welfare girl. And she ate herself to the point that her legs don't work no more, Lieutenant Dan. No, the state of Pennsylvania should not give you money because you're fat. No, ma'am. Fat and lazy is not a medical disorder. That's just you. And the people of Pennsylvania shouldn't pay because you want to be fat and fucking lazy. I don't think that I should get paid because I'm fat and lazy. The government does pay me disability. You don't want to know why? Because guess what? I don't sleep well at night. A little bit crazy. Just a tiny bit. Just a little off. I irreparable damage to me. And I can tell you something. You know what? It's a nice feeling not have to worry about rent ever again in my life. But you know what would be better? Having an intact mind. I would give up this fucking money in a heartbeat to be rid of some of the issues I have to deal with. Me and other veterans out there who can tell you that the money's not worth it. But it's the fact that she makes it some sort of like pie in the sky is what sickens me. It's just like people who use their kids' disabilities and just leech off of that and don't do shit. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. Just for me personally. But you know what? Hey, go off. Do you. Oh, fuck.
Me, I'm just like a few.
What this motherfucker? Tito. Someone laced Shanny's joint with obesity. That's what happened. Oh, so y'all are lacing people's joints now. Is that what happens? That's what's hot in the streets? All right. But you have crinkle heart syndrome. You don't understand the pain. I've never had crinkle heart. I don't know how many Baja Blasts I have to drink to get it. But man, I don't have crinkle heart. This, yeah, I've heard about that. I'm Criprick. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that today. I've heard about that disorder, and I heard it's debilitating. It's pretty fucking debilitating. I don't know if it's the same type of debilitation that Parkinson's disease has, but I know very little about it. The only reason I even know about Parkinson's is because my first PI when I was an undergrad has Parkinson's, and so I learned a lot about it because I have to, you have to work with him, so you have to sort of make concessions for that. Don't mention pie in the sky, she'll get a ladder. I didn't mean to laugh like that, sorry. I got some mental issues while I'm on disability. Wish I could work every year despite proof of retirement. Need to continue, doctor. Yeah, and that's the thing. People want to be gainfully employed, at least somewhat, right? I don't understand. To me, it's torture to just sit at home and do nothing all day. But here's the thing. I can't say nothing. Let me be a little bit more accurate. Because I was telling who the fuck was I talking to today on the phone? Not Sam. He knows all this shit. Who was I talking to? I might have been talking to my old PL. I think I was talking to Carter. And trying to explain to him all this crazy shit. I think I was. I don't remember. Anyway. Only Shanny prefers a debilitating illness over work. Yeah. Well, her pretend debilitating illnesses. Remember, she can't walk, but yet there's videos of her walking like 2 weeks prior. Oh, I can't walk. Oh, I can't stand. You can show dance around G-Man and look at his dick and cook him food while actively cucking Rev. I mean, you got enough energy for that shit, man. Y'all seem pretty chipper for somebody who can't walk. All right.
Paperwork's away from finalizing disability, thank God. That's going to help a lot, is when I'm finally on disability. So I'm like almost there.
It's almost there.
So all those stupid people that want to say I'm lazy, you need to get a job and shit, like going on disability, because I can't. I'm too sick. And,
You're too sick. You are too sick, man. Man, there are folks missing legs. They're missing limbs, and they're still working. Get out, fuck out of here. Somebody lays drags canes with diabetes. Now look here. So Shadow Ticker, you about to get banned, sir. How the fuck did you know I had canes today? How the fuck did you know that somebody put Shadow Ticker in timeout? Put him in timeout. Put him in timeout. No. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No. No.
my walk-in is like the really scary thing. It's like it's going. Like, what do I do when I can't like walk anymore? When I can't like physically go to the bathroom? I'm just wondering
There you go,
how does that work? How does that? What happens after that? What I'm figuring, they're going to get me on disability, and then I'm going to have a probably a healthcare worker.
Okay. So let me Let me pause, man. We never get through this fucking video. So let me get this straight. Hold the fuck up. Let me drink water, folks. Drink water. Okay. Let me understand this correctly. You spent the last 4 years eating yourself large. Now you don't have money and you want to go on disability because you've eaten yourself to near immobility. To make matters worse, you have terrible hygiene, as told by your spouse on multiple occasions and, well, your own self. So now you want another person to be caught in your gravitational fucking field to clean and wipe your ass. Do I understand this correctly? Ma'am. Everybody want to send me fucking messages. I swear to God. Everybody want to send me a goddamn message. Hold on. Uh-oh. I'm going to check that out when I get out of here. Anyway, so that's where we're at. That's what we're trying to get other people caught in the bullshit. Nah, man. I wish I was in enough pain to lift the car. Right? I like She-Hulk. Man, for somebody who's disabled, She-Hulk. I don't. Maybe it's just me. I mean, I understand. Anyway, whatever.
Come and help me out for about 15 hours a week.
15 hours a week?
I'm thinking that's what's about to happen.
Help you do what?
I do have one. I do have, like, can someone give me like $30, $20?
There it is. Was waiting on that shit. Yes. Okay. Look, I need somebody. So one of y'all gonna have to come clean my ass. Okay. I am just fat and lazy. I'm gonna need one of y'all watching to send me like $20. I also need one of y'all to wipe my ass. Why? Because my arms don't work anymore, and my ass is too far away from my arms that no longer work. Okay, so I'm gonna need money for the device and any implement to clean my ass, but I'm also gonna need it because I have to eat. Okay, so this is what you all need to do. I've not contributed anything to society. I need you to give me fucking money so someone can come wipe my ass. There we go. Living an American dream. I mean, they tell Jason to cash out them Dogecoin. Cash him out to what? 34. There's no way he has enough for 30 or 40 bucks. No, sir. No. He might be lucky if he can get 5. The way it dipped, because I think he bought it when it was like $1 something. Now it's like, isn't it like 17 cents? I haven't looked at it lately. I have no idea. But fucking hell. I know somebody who's lost about 20K on that shit. But, you know, a little chunk change that he fucking tossed into it. Because he thought that would be a goddamn win. He really thought that this. So, that's what I was explaining. There's 2 things that Jason thought would save them, and some of y'all may or may not have caught it. Right? There's two things. He thought that the Dogecoin would bounce, and he would get in while it was pretty low, and then cash out when it hit a peak. I don't know how he would determine that, but whatever. He'd just cash out and live off of that partially. But he also thought that him and Shanny would become YouTube famous, like Nick Picato, Chantal, all these other characters. They genuinely thought that they could live off the proceeds from YouTube because they heard how much people are making. Now, I talked to Nate earlier today, and I know how much Nate the lawyer's making. You can live off of how much he's making off of YouTube. Nate the lawyer got 100,000 subscribers. You know, his fucking videos are paying him, you know, $5 to $10 for every 1,000 views, and he's getting, you know, 40, 50, 60,000 views, right?
They're just not doing that. They think that the shit that they put on the internet is worth enough money to live off of. Now, I want y'all to consider something real quick. They are mad as fuck that y'all throwing money at me right now. Even though I didn't ask for it, even though I don't need y'all fucking money, y'all know that. They are mad that y'all are doing that. But I want y'all to consider something. I can't live off of the money that y'all throw out there at me, the Geek Room, anybody. None of us. Not Black Guy TV, not Ms. Parker, nobody. None of us can live off of any of this stuff. We have actual bills. Most of us got actual jobs and spouses that also work, right? As a family. None of us can. What in the fuck made these two yahoos think that they could live off of the content that they provide when the people reviewing them can't even do it? That at some point, you have to really consider how fucking stupid these two are. There's no way I could pay the kind of bills that I have. I'm not out here living the lifestyles of rich and famous. Hey, could I have a shittier apartment? Absolutely. Could I have a cheaper car? Sure. Could I not buy fucking steaks every month? Maybe. Could I maybe not get a $170 couples massage? Absolutely. But guess what? I like what the fuck I like when I work for what I have. And I'm begging nobody for it. That's the difference. But it's like, we were talking about this shit earlier in Discord, that Shanny tries to play, Stardew Valley, which is a boring fucking game, along with Animal Crossing. Again, another boring game. I watched my wife and my son play it, but they're talking, they're interacting with each other, and that's the only way that I can even, suffer long enough to see whatever it is that they're doing. But Shanny can't provide content. She's dumb. Like, if you listen to her speak for any extended period of time, dumb comes out of her mouth. And that's, as much as I talk about titties and ass and all the good thing I love about women, the sexiest thing, I will repeat this to the end of the fucking time, the sexiest thing about a woman is a woman that doesn't sound fucking dumb. A woman that can at least somewhat articulate herself and her thoughts, has her own mind, and somewhat, maybe a little bit assertive. Just a little bit. Makes pee-pee stiff. Right? When she speaks, dumb comes out. Absolute stupidity. She's not even speaking English half the time. And it's not that she's speaking another language. She's just a poor student of the English language. Poor. Absolutely poor. So people aren't coming for her cheery disposition and her oratory fucking skills. I was going to say oral skills, but we've seen that too. She can't suck dick and it's funny. But anyway, y'all get my point. So we got Standing William, 19 kilo. I want to thank all you taxpayers for my 5K hearing aid from the VA. You are old ass. I almost said something. Thank you for your money. Blaze in the Desert, just because. Thank you, Blaze in the Desert. Scarlet, Hyena, Shanny, Jason, Die Mad. Here we go. I love that shit. Let's put some salt on there. I love that shit. Now Shanny Rev crashed their lease car. I went and bought one. Did they? Did you shoot me a picture of that? I want to see. I'm curious. I know you got a good whip. Since I know you a little bit. There was somebody else I was looking for in the chat earlier, and I forgot who it was. I'm trying to see if they're. Oh no. Okay, no, she's not here. According to her, she wishes she could lactate sour. What the fuck, bro? No, absolutely not. Oh, I know who that is. Yeah, you're right. Yes, I am. Thank you. I am. We've not spoken in a little while. I am doing well. I've been kind of staying away because I said this earlier. I've been working on CRISPR shit with my partner, so haven't been streaming much and been spending a lot of time with family. Last 2-3 weeks, I've been spending a lot of time with family. Lately, she's doing ASMR Animal Crossing with no voice. Yeah, that's why would you just play Animal Crossing with no commentary? Like, I could probably do that, but that's a stretch. But still, she doesn't exist within the realm of people who are interested in gameplay like that. The crowd of people that she entertains, that use that term loosely, aren't really watching extended gaming streams like that. So I don't know why she thought that she could market that. Now, don't get me wrong. If some of y'all gonna disagree with me on this, let me read Burnto's comment. Maybe Shanny is trying to steal her mother's hospice situation, claiming she's now dying. And again, She does real stories. Yeah, no, I think so. Every year she's dying burnt toast, and she anytime her mother had a sickness or any family member had a sickness, she'd steal it. She didn't give a shit. Her nachos. Okay. Here it is. Here's what I think. Shanny and Rev's cooking streams could have absolutely went viral. Absolutely. Because it's disgusting. If you really sit back and think about it for a second, I want y'all to just suspend what you know about Shanny, the child abuse and all the other kind of stuff, racism. I know it's asking a lot. Just think about it for a second. You have a woman here who can barely stand up because she's eating herself fat and immobile, that can't cook, that has poor hygiene, and she's cooking a meal for an idiot who is allowing this woman to poison him again and adversely impact his health, to the point that this man brings a bottle of Pepto to the table. The follow-up video, which is then the mukbang. So there's a cooking stream that she does, and then the follow-up mukbang that he has. That is a wonderful combination, and it's wonderfully terrible. It's like watching Kay's cooking, except if you split the son, the taste of food, into his own channel, because it's essentially what we're looking at was an extended version of Kay's cooking. And people watch Kay's cooking like it's a fucking religion. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Shanny could have really had something, but she waited, her and Brett waited way too late to try and do that. Now, would they have gone viral and been able to live off of that? Absolutely not. But they would have been in a better situation. They would have had a little bit of money at least, because guess what? If she's implementing shit like you know what? You can super chat a certain amount, and I'll add this ingredient. So if someone wants her to put in 5 milliliters of hot sauce, right? That'll cost you $20. And so you can keep making it spicier for Rev in the follow-up mukbang by putting more money in, and he has to eat it. Y'all have no idea how much money I give that woman to watch his asshole burn, right? That's the type of shit, if she was smart, she would do some shit like that. Because how many people would say, you know what, I want Rev's asshole to burn, because he has to eat it. Because it got sponsored by Pepto, right? but this is why when you have two half-wits together, it doesn't equal one wit. The two of them together couldn't figure that out. That they could have monetized that. But anyway, that's just my thoughts.
Something like that. Because I have to get my guinea pigs food. Like right now he's chewing on a head of celery, but I do need to get my guinea pigs some food. So if you could spot me $20, $30, that would make it. It would help him out.
So what was it? 2 weeks ago, it was please give us money. Shanny needs her. Look at her. She needs her medication, right? Which she needs weed. Okay, just say weed. Shanny needs her weed because sobriety is her enemy, just like Slim Fast. But the week after that, right? The previous week, Rev needs money for cigarettes. This week, right, because it's Sunday, technically it's a new week, it's the guinea pigs need food. Every week is something. It's a new MacGuffin for people to chase in the story. It's a new fucking MacGuffin.
But yeah, that's where I am in life right now.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Somebody pointed out, and I think Berto's saying it right now, there are food banks for animals. If y'all think that money's going toward that fucking animal, you crazy. That's going toward their drug habits.
Tomorrow I'm going to be finishing off that paperwork and sending it in. And then I gotta make wheelchair, walker. Yeah, I'm thinking they're probably gonna write me a script for a wheelchair at least. I already have a walker. But a wheelchair would help me It'd be less of a struggle going from one area to another with a wheelchair, so um, that would be good. Um, but I do have a walker.
The fuck she get a walker from?
It's just like how my gait is. They haven't figured out what's going on with my legs. But how my gait is, it's like I stand up for more than 2 minutes and I'm like shaking and tremoring really bad. So the walker makes.
I'm not sure she knows. Like, okay. So this is still this line of the doctors don't know what's wrong with me. The doctors know what's wrong with you. The doctors can tell when you walk in, right? Because they're looking at you, based on your gait, if what could be going on. And then when you get to the examination room and you act a fool, and go, my legs are wobbly. Oh, you're not going to fool these folks. That's a part of medical training, is watching for people faking shit, because they know the difference between when you walk in and when you get in that examination room. Because for some strange reason, people think that the examination starts only when you're in the examination room. But they don't realize that, no, every paraprofessional and professional, they're looking at you the second you walk in that door. Because I've had physician assistants ask me, hey, was you walking like this when you first came in? No. Okay, just want to make sure. Yeah. I've had that conversation. Anybody else who's in the medical field knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. It's like, you're not fooling anybody, Shanny. A physician will give you at least a tentative diagnosis if there's something legitimately wrong with you. There's placeholder fucking diagnoses that are there for that, the catch-all. It's not that they don't know, it's they know you're bullshitting and you don't have any official diagnosis, because guess what? They know you're bullshitting.
It helps keep you steady somewhat, but when you're shaking as bad as I am and struggling as bad as I am standing up, it makes it very, very difficult. So I'm hoping a wheelchair will make my lifestyle a little bit better than what it's been.
So,
you know,
so getting a wheelchair will make your life better? So you're already not mobile, and that's had a detrimental impact on your overall health, to the point that you have trouble being ambulatory. And so sitting down instead of walking is supposed to improve things? Maybe it's been a while since I've been around medical stuff, but I don't think that it works that way.
Which is basically sitting next, like, as close as I possibly can to the bathroom.
Give her some Ranger candy. She'll take a knee.
I don't have to walk so far. But it's.
Take your time, Shanny. It's okay. We're here for you. David Anthony says, I mailed her a wheelchair, a used one, before I sent her money for one. The money I sent when she lived with her mom, she used for booze and weed. Yes, she did. Yep.
Pray for me. Pray that everything in the.
So there you go. So you're hearing from somebody right here, and yes, and a lot of us definitely jumped on David for that, by the way. But this is before a lot of us really understood how much Shanny would lie. Like, a lot of us knew that Shanny lied every so often, but we didn't know that she was a prolific liar like that. So, and manipulator.
The league comes together and gets together, and that would help. It was funny, I went to the house office the other day to look at how
G-Man house
has been fixing it up, and I climbed up the stairs just to see the bedrooms. He's making the house beautiful, by the way. But when I was going down the stairs, I was so uneven heel. That G-Man was in front of me, and Jason was in back of me, and they were both trying to help me get down the stairs.
Okay, so if you're imitating the scene of Indiana Jones with the boulder going down the narrow passageway, there's very little Indiana Jones could actually do, right, being in front of that boulder.
So I don't know what the fuck G-Man thought that he was going to do. Because the reason, Shanny, you were uneven keel, excuse me, is because momentum. That's what you're feeling. That motion. That's momentum, right? Object in motion, all that shit. That's what you're feeling, Shanny. It has nothing to do with your. Well, excuse me. It has a great deal to do with your potential energy at the top of that fucking stairs, and then as you're descending, you're feeling that momentum, and you're having to slow yourself down because of all the momentum that you, well, had. So, I have no idea what Jason or G-Man would do if she took a tumble. What is G-Man gonna do? Gonna hide in her fold? What, Jason gonna pull on the nape fat and pull her back like a dog? Like what is he supposed to do? What do they think they're gonna do? Unless you had a fucking dresser behind her and you put some of those ratchet straps attached to her back of her fucking neck and under her arms and put the other end on that dresser, there you go. You can definitely slow her descent then. Now, how you would stop the dresser from moving, I don't know, but you figure it out. Like you have two manlets in charge of whether or not you make it down the stairs safely or not. That's not good odds, ma'am. Those are not. It's like putting my wife in front of me while I'm falling down the stairs. She might get pregnant again. That's the only, or die. Like either one of those two things is going to happen, but it's not going to be good for her. Like it's the logic here. Doc Savage, I like that idea. We could have Ketone Awareness Month.
Yeah, we have one of those portable potties too.
What?
You know, so.
What you have a portable potty for, Shanny? Can you even use that?
Elizabeth, I have a lot of problems with me. So it's just not one thing, it's a bunch of stuff.
It's a litany of things.
Probably why there's not like just one.
Let me name all the things that's wrong with me. Drag is good at getting people pregnant. Oh, maybe.
There is an issue.
So you believe that he could easily lift Shanny?
Like go through the pile of crap.
I want to see him do it.
I'm just really sick.
I got mine too,
like,
Jello.
My skin is so fragile lately.
Oh yeah.
Like I just scratch it and it's like thin. I don't know what's going on.
So she has. So let me see if I can name all the stuff that's wrong with Shanny. This is gonna be fun. All right. I didn't mean for this to be a fucking hour. People start asking me questions. So she has crinkle heart syndrome, right? Now she has tissue skin disease. We have fibro. That's a classic. That's a mainstay. She has cancer. Which one? All of them. Yes. That's the cancer she has. Yes. She has cardiomyopathy, which may be related to maybe a comorbidity, I guess, to crinkle heart. Yeah, crinkle and fibro, and they might be, maybe crinkle heart. Maybe it comes from fibro. I don't know. She has terminal bingo wings. She's had fibro. I'm sorry. She has had COVID. Then she's not had COVID. Then she did have COVID. Idiots. Then she didn't have COVID, but she's going to get COVID. There's that. You can see Burnt Toast videos for that. There is there's one that she used to mention a lot that I'm missing. It's not fibro. She used to mention as often as fibro. Fuck, I'm terrible. I should know this. Whatever.
Too. But I gotta go to a bunch of appointments soon.
Yeah, she actually does have BPD, so that's the only legitimate one.
When I'm finally on disability, I guess I'll feel.
Oh, MS. Thank you. That was the other one. MS.
That I can sustain
Perimenopause.
a little bit, I guess. You know, because I need it badly.
PCOS, yeah.
I don't could be another thing that I don't want to talk about right now. But yeah, my goal in life is to live in a peaceful, secure place so I can just relax for the end of my days and not struggle. I just want to relax whatever time I have left. And that's what I'm doing.
Time left.
Trying to. But yeah, I got a couple more tests to go.
Like what kind of test? Blood tests? CTs?
And I'm good. I'm solid.
Just tests.
Um,
Just tests. Okay. All right. If I was Shanny's crinkle heart, I'd be trying to escape.
Be lazy. I don't know. They probably will.
Y'all fucked up.
Whatever. When you can't walk, you can't walk. You can't expect people to understand it. I wish I could get a little bit of empathy, though. A little bit of empathy.
Oh, she wants empathy.
Sympathy.
No, you don't empathize with people. Why should people empathize with you, Shanny? No, absolutely not. You don't do shit that's worth people empathizing with you. You're a leech, lazy sack of shit. I don't empathize with people who don't do shit. Sorry, because they don't do shit. Excuse me. Let me clarify that. Don't do shit because guess what? They don't want to. Not because they can't. Because some people physically can't do it, right? Because hey, genetic disorder, freak accident, stuff happens. But you're just lazy. Sorry, no. Janice, oh here we go. Drag, we need to talk. Not okay. What happened in New York between us? I said no. You didn't listen. And now I'm late and confused. Call me and block.
What I'm going through, because I'm going through a lot, and I'm doing it alone.
I don't answer hoes.
You know, that's the most important thing. It's like I'm going through all this horrible shit, and I have absolutely.
Let me pause this. That's a joke. That's a joke, people. Janice and I did. That's a joke. For some reason, people just will believe any fucking thing. It's a joke. Well, okay. Well, Jules is a hoe. Okay, yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to challenge that.
Family and friends who support me.
What family? Wait, hold on. Wait, what What? No. Like she just smelled she just opened a fresh fucking Twinkie and smelled it. Like, okay, please, Shanny, what family cares about you? I want to know that one. I'm dead ass serious. What family does not despise you? Because I could have sworn if there's family that cared about me, I wouldn't be in your situation. If you know, obviously if I were you, you wouldn't be living up in somebody else's place, poor, begging on the internet for money. If your family actually cared about you, ma'am, get the fuck out of here. Your friend, yes, you have a simpleton called G-Man who. Oh, let me tell y'all a story. Story time. Okay. First, we do a quiz. Who's paying the bills in that household? What's their name? Who is it? Who is paying the bills in the Shanny Rev Casa? Casa de Shanny Rev. Shrev. That doesn't sound good. I don't like that. Okay, Gary, G-Man, Uncle. No, not the uncle. No, Blaze, no. Gary, yes, G-Man. That person, he's paying their bills. Okay. Some of y'all might have listened to my little story earlier in the week. I'll reiterate it. Okay. Some of y'all may know GP, Gentleman Pioneer. He came around, G-Man bullshit him, lied to him. And so he started sort of coming at me and some others, and then he found out who G-Man was and who we are, and then he found out the truth. And then he started calling G-Man out for his bullshit. Okay, cool. Now, GP is a real-life friend of the family of G-Man. GP is actually connected to G-Man in real life. Okay, just keep that in mind. Right? Minder says, I need money for at least to take my goldfish for a walk. Can you guys help with my fiber? Exactly. Hey, please put your cash app in there, Minders. That goldfish needs to be walked like anybody else's. So okay. So GP knows G-Man's broke. He knows G-Man's a trick, and got and you know what? A smart woman got him out of $1,300. I can't be mad at her. And so, you know what? He's now living hand to mouth again and trying to pay their bills. Now, you would think, well, drag. If he can't pay his own bills, how is he trying to pay for somebody else's? He's dumb. That's the easiest answer I can give you based on what I've known from that guy for years and what people who close to him have said about him. He's dumb. He's incredibly fucking stupid. Okay, moving on. Gentleman Pioneer has a little bit of money. You know, he likes nice things like yours truly. Okay, he works for a living. Him and his family. They don't like Shanny and Rev. Point blank, fucking period. We've had our disagreements. We went at each other's necks. He and I and our wives all agree Shanny and Rev are terrible people. That's something we agree on 100%. As a matter of fact, none of us can throw any money towards any of them, even for laws. It's forbidden, right? That's law. But G-Man, again, a friend of the family, right? GP, their relationship. Gentleman Pioneer said, "Hey, you come clean up this yard. I got some property, my man. Come clean this yard, G-Man. I'll pay $150, $200, right? That's way more than people around the area would charge. But you know, you practically family. I know you need a little bit of money. I got this. I got you." G-Man hems and haws. I don't know. You know, those evil atheists. Whatever. He doesn't take GP up on that offer. GP's like, fuck it. I'll give it to one of the neighborhood kids and do it later. Okay? Fast forward. Recently, G-Man contacts Gentleman Pioneer. Because mind you, Gentleman Pioneer is not giving G-Man any money. Gentleman Pioneer was giving him money, but Gentleman Pioneer found out that G-Man was giving that money to Shanny and Rev to pay for their bills. And again, Gentleman Pioneer does not like Shanny and Rev at all whatsoever. Ever. And so him and G-Man had it out because of that. And he said, look, I'm not giving your ass no more money. You're just giving it these two fucking worthless leeches. No. Absolutely not. Okay. G-Man says, hey, you remember that offer you made to clean that yard? I got a better idea. So instead of instead of me doing it, how about you give Rev the job and you pay him $1,500 every 2 weeks for doing it. For clean up a yard, people. I guess moving. What the fuck did Jules say? Cash at me. Cash up Jules tells off fuck Dragnauct. Okay, all right. Don't get pregnant. So this, yes, yeah. Oh, it gets better. No, it gets better. Like I said, some of y'all didn't hear the story. Gentleman Pioneers will talk about this on his own channel, by the way, because he was hot. I was laughing. Look, he was telling me a story. And I'm laughing my ass off, and I had to apologize because he was mad. But this motherfucker had the audacity to go back to Gentleman Pioneer and say, why don't you pay the motherfucker you don't like $1,500 every 2 weeks for that fucking job? Now, mind you, why would you want to pay somebody you don't like to begin with and then pay him more than what you had originally for the original offer? What kind of fucking sense does that make? But this, again, he's dumb. He is their slave. And he's going to do whatever he needs to appease his fucking masters. Including some dumb shit like that. And I told you, I said, man, I'm sorry, I'm laughing so hard. But I know that you're telling me the truth right now. Because that's some dumb shit G-Man would do. That's absolutely some dumb shit he would do. Because he's trying to appease his masters. And like a good dog. And I'm glad he's working hard for them. Getting DDT off of fucking roofs for $50. Which was another funny story. But yeah. And I said, I feel so bad even laughing at it now. Yeah, how big is the yard? Exactly. Like, you don't, like $1,500 for a weekend job? Get the fuck out of here. But that, again, this is the caliber of person you're dealing with.
very lonely. When
Oh, by the way, is Peter Went in the chat? I don't know if Peter Went's in the chat.
you're going through the most terrible thing in your life. And you have no one but yourself. It's kind of a really big mind fuck, especially.
Oh man, I know it's responsibility, crazy. Anthony Reed Jr., what's going on, man? I thought G-Man hated slavery. No, he loves it. He loves it. He loves doing it. Red would probably set the damn yarn. He probably would. I wouldn't doubt it. The man could set boiling water on fire. Okay, Peter, I'm gonna need you to be quiet, man. You know exactly what I'm talking about too. I'm gonna need you to be quiet.
After you told these people what you're going through, and they act like they don't fucking care.
Crap, we get a tear? Can we get a tear? Force it out. Come on. It doesn't have to be water. Just a Crisco.
Anyway.
Come on. One tear. Come on, Shanny. What are you wiping? Dirt? Oil? What are you wiping? There's nothing there.
I'm gonna go. I hear my husband. Bye.
Oh boy. Fucking mumbling ass bitch. Say it with your chest.
Howdy, folks.
Oh my god. Can y'all hear that?
As you can see, this stream is fun.
Thank you, Peter.
The pets are in need. You know, when you have pets, you never want to put them through any kind of hardship. And we have a little guinea pig, and we got 2 cats, and they both, all of them need some stuff. So I'm coming on and saying hi, and yeah, you're not blocked. I don't actively block people, so I can see it. The guinea pig needs stuff, the cats need stuff, and also medication is in need as well. So I'm seeking around like $70. You guys said the last time I came on the cigarette.
Hold the fuck up. Okay. Who remembers how much Shanny was just begging for the same damn thing? The pet food fund. Who remembers what? Remember what I talk about them not being on the same page? This is one of those instances of you should really be on the same fucking page if y'all are gonna bullshit people. Oh my god. Drake, yeah, I might have been in the chat. I might have been. So I'll buy. Yeah, there is $70, not 20 and 30. Thank you. So it was $20 to $30 first for the food for the pets. Now it's $70. All right. They should have just said, you know what, around $50, and just left it there. That'd have been a good safe ground. That's a good even area, right? It's about $50. So now they need. Well, now they need $70. Definitely not for cigarettes and weed. And what's somebody said this in the background. What's in the background? What is that? Pepsi? No.
That stream got like 1.1K views. And a few people did step up for that, and I appreciate you a lot.
Right, $70 goes for a while.
And you helped me.
Look at that
And
shit.
Like, Mr. Cheswick.
What?
I
1,
really appreciate
2,
it.
3,
The
4,
people
5,
that
6,
donate,
7,
thank
8,
you.
9. It's 9 boxes. Am I counting that right?
That's the case. I need some money.
That's Coke Zero. Okay, I don't buy nasty Coke. I don't have no idea. So I think there's not, and it was a cut 20. I think 20, 24 in a box, whatever. That's 63. Okay, let somebody calculate. $63 in soda. I think I know what the money's for. I think I know. I think I might have an idea. Oh, he added meds to. Oh, that's it.
For guinea pigs, I need some money for cats and medications.
And Medicaid. There we go. Okay.
So-
Okay. All right.
Okay, cool. So that makes sense. So the extra $30-$40, right, comes from the fact that he needs medication. So, medication and animal food just so happens to be around the same amount that they spent on all those fucking Coke Zeros back there. Now, I don't know about y'all, right? Now people get mad when I mention that I didn't come from money. I didn't work for a living. I don't know why that upsets people. But when I'm broke, choosing between gas money and food, eating ramen noodles and eggs, I didn't drink Coke. I don't know about y'all. I drank fucking tap water. That's what the fuck I drank. I remember that shit. You don't have money for Coke. So I'm curious. Like, you got money for Coke. Where'd you get the money for Coke? Well, Coca-Cola. But you don't have money to feed your pets. Because it seems like the priority is drugs, snacks, and then whatever else you can bullshit people with.
Oh, if you could help us out, we'd really appreciate you a lot. But yeah, about $70 will do it to get everything I need, family needs.
Oh, not family needs now.
The 2 addresses to donate to are down here at the bottom of the
Look at this shit. Look at it. Y'all see it? It went away. Look at it.
It's PayPal. It's at Shanny Needs Love. And my
Only
cash
peasants
app
drink
is
water. Y'all remember that?
$ Revelation News for my cash app. So there you go. I would really appreciate a donation. Yeah, if you want to give it, that individual, you can. $70 to one of the accounts down here. And it really is just helping. You're not blocked.
That's me. Yeah, he sees me in the chat.
I can see your chat, so you're not blocked, are you? Yeah, I know. The cases of soda, you see that? That's what we drink. $7 a pop. Yeah, that's why I'm asking for help.
Okay, so people see that you've been using the money on bullshit. People can see that. And so you just turn around and point at it like it's not a big deal. I would have settled for a convincing lie. Like, you know what? My uncle has a bunch of those and brought them over. That's why they're there. Right? He knows the kids hardly drink water. We hardly drink water, so he got that for us. So what? I would have been fine with that. I don't believe him, but at least that's better than him just sort of brushing it away. Because here's the thing. Wait, Shannon looking for $30. How much is Delta? I have no idea. I'm still learning about was Delta 8, Delta 9, whatever it is. I'm still learning about that substance, and this tells me I'm in the wrong. I'm using my biochemistry education for the wrong thing. I'm starting to look at different avenues to apply my education. But yeah. So, it's just how casual he is with just blowing money. And that's what's kind of disturbing, because this is the same cat who would blow money and throw it in people's faces. He tried to throw it in mine. My welfare grill, welfare steaks. I don't know what welfare steak is, but whatever. I don't know what welfare grill is. But me and my wife are welfare queen and king and all this other kind of shit. But now he's on here begging for money. Let me turn this around for a second. Begging for money. That's crazy. Rev, bro. I'm not a peasant, but I still like to drink water. Rev, how does it feel being this fucking broke, bro? Can't really relate. I'm too busy masturbating and drinking soda. So there you go. Anyway, woohoo! I'm just kidding. I'm not masturbating. I'm having sex with a normal-sized woman. Anyway.
Yeah, that was paid by food stamps.
Food stamps?
Some donations that went into it. That's what we drink. Is diet is Coke Zero. Is that not acceptable? That we drink, because they're mentioning how many boxes of that there are.
The peasants have issues.
Then what can I say to this chat then? So I love people that have
Security monitor, yes.
And there's one person in my life that's
Dose is 30?
about my uncle, although he has helped me greatly and I love him. He's helped me greatly and I love him.
So G-Man, so in between G-Man and the uncle, there's at least one man in the house. Because if we're talking classical gender roles and all that good shit that you like to pretend, is a representation of y'all's relationship, there's a breadwinner, and it's neither one of the adults that are currently living in that domicile. Well, could be loosely described as an adult.
I hate asking for help.
I believe him.
Because I made my own beer. That's the expression my mom always used to use. I make my own beer, and I did too.
Oh, okay. I have to find these old videos for some of y'all. Rev, there was like an entire week. For some of you new people, there was an entire week last year where Rev went on a tirade against me, and I can't tell. I don't think I've had an erection like that since I first tried Viagra. But it's like Rev had to prove to me how much of a man he was during this entire week. It wasn't just this week now, but it was one week where it was video after video after video after video of Rev trying to somehow like get one up on me. And one of the videos, it's the infamous $84 video where he says, "I've never seen this much money in my life." Another video is is where he is where he talks about me grilling, because I would do a lot of streams where it's the camera's behind me and you can clearly see me grilling. And if you know me, you know I love steak. That's one of my passions. I love to splurge a little bit on some pretty nice dry aged steaks, but the bra on the head, the male individual video, that my wife still repeats shit like that, the whole cum eating thing. Yeah, it's sick. But anyway, those videos, I want to do parodies of those if I can find them. I'll turn it up. So if you hear me make random references, it's references to videos like that. The male individual video, welfare steak, welfare grill, calling me and my wife welfare king, queen, and all that kind of shit. So, it's fucking dumb. But this is back when he had a little bit of money. Now, during this period of time, he actually did not have more money than me. I just don't talk about how much money I have unless you hear me say that I have this and this expense. Recently, I will say that we made a very good purchase that is pretty hefty. But it's actually, I think I told my channel members. I told my channel members the wife and I bought a a Tempur-Pedic bed. Yeah. And so I do want Rev to sort of consider the fact that he has to sleep in her gunt, and my wife will be able to sleep on a Sleep Number Tempur-Pedic bed. And so that's something that we've invested in, because I don't sleep too well. She doesn't either. We need to replace the bed anyway. But so for some of you who remember that video, and y'all know the video I'm talking about, the $84 video, I think some of y'all will appreciate something real quick. Rev, you remember making a video and you hooked $20 bills and shit like that? You remember that, Rev? Man, that karma sucks, doesn't it? Yeah. You see how easy it is to pull out random bills, Rev? Because guess what? I know you still watch me, bro. I know you do. That must really suck, huh, Rev? That must really suck. That's why you're begging for money. Man, karma's a bitch, ain't it? Yeah, can't relate. Anyway,
Y'all knew I was going to do it. Some of y'all knew I was going to do it. Some of y'all knew. Some of y'all knew I was going to do it. You know. You knew I was going to do it eventually. That's for people who remember that video. All right. Who was this? Platty for smokes because I can be paid. Oh, thank you. I don't smoke, but thank you. I don't know how much money it was. I think it was probably like $44. I don't know. But yeah, it's like, Rev, bro. And people told him to. People fucking told him that was a bad look. People fucking told him. And that it was going to come back to bite him. Sure enough. It said, light the little bill, use that cigar light. I was thinking about that. Just taking the one, just lighting, getting a cigar. Yeah. Crossing off the 84 falling stuff. It's, you know what's funny? Thank you, Scarlet Hyena. Thank you. Salts. Yes. There we go. Yes. What was funny about that? There's a few people. There's all type of people who watch me. There's scientists. There's doctors, lawyers. There's a few people who have a lot of money who watch me, and they reached out to me and laughed their asses off about how crass and uncouth that is. And you can tell that he doesn't actually know the value of money. And since my phone about to die on 5%, so I'm going to play this.
And it just really bothers me to have to ask people for things, because I don't want to be that person. I want to be the person giving, because that's where my heart is in Shanny. Unfortunately, I wish we could. That's one thing that I would suggest to the Fed.
Uh-oh.
That's one thing that I know that. That's why I'm so. It was the first thing I saw was get a job, you stupid cocksucking fuck.
He recoils at the thought of getting a job. This is what I live for. Look, I appreciate y'all super chats and shit. I do. But let me fucking tell you, this shit, that's all I want. That right there. That's what I fucking want. Oh my God. He just look, oh God.
I can't because of you.
It's always someone else.
Anyway.
Look at him. Look at him.
Shanny has...
Look at him. He can't. The little man-child cannot take responsibility for his fuck up. He decided to drive and fucking hit somebody's car and take off. He decided to fight the fucking cops when they showed up, but it's everybody else's fault. And guess what? Oh, speaking of which, one of y'all was gracious enough to send me a nice little email. It didn't have titties in it, and I was disappointed, but it had information. Something I was wondering about. What's all the businesses that hire people? Because he says he has a felony. It's not a felony. But he says he has a felony, so let's run with it. Because, why not? So this person sent me a little image. Again, not of titties. But of a whole list of jobs. Matter of fact, there you go. Look at all that. I'm going to read them off to you real quick. If you have a felony, you can still work at Ace Hardware, AT&T, Best Western. Oh, we're back, folks. We're back. Found a charger. Folks. We're back. Oh God. People, see, it was a trick. It was a trap. There you go. Yeah, I just came back to end it. That's it. I'm gonna go upstairs and play World of Warcraft and look at some stuff for tomorrow's experiment. Talk to my lab partner and the undergrad who wants to shadow me. So, yeah, no, I just came back to end this. That's it. Hold on, I'm getting a text message. Okay. God damn. Okay, I will tell you what the text message is that I just received. I got a picture of a CT scan. I told you, my buddy who's a physician here in Houston. So occasionally he'll send me, obviously names and information redacted, pictures of people's X-rays, CTs, that sort of thing. Someone has a 20-centimeter dildo shoved up their ass. The entire thing. 20 centimeters. I looked at it. I was like, I've seen something like that on the internet on efuck.com. I think it's called Suicide by Dildo. I think that's the name of the video. Somebody was having some fun, and they shoved the whole thing up there. The girth, I have to estimate. They just got the link to the girth, but yeah, about that size. It wasn't no pencil. No, somebody was a size queen. I can't match whatever the fuck that thing. I can't match up to that. I can't say shit. About Anna Campbell. Okay, want to stay there? All right. So, no fucking cucumber, bro. No, hey, no, that thing was about as long as my forearm. Like somebody likes it deep. So I want to meet him. Anyway, I'll catch y'all later. All right. I'll be streaming again once we're done with this experiment and we have a time, hopefully near noon. I'll be streaming again. So we'll see. All right, later.